Welcome. Nice to see you here. So I have my presentation put up about heart coherence and emotional healing with Chi Coil Energy. Little background. My name is Pam Josifek. I live in the state of Wisconsin right now. I am an exponential health coach, and my focus is on stress reduction using meditation, sound, and frequency healing. I am the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, board certified holistic health practitioner. I'm a yoga and meditation teacher, and I also am a lead trainer, and I own a yoga studio that does a 200-hour yoga teacher training program. I am an ERYT 500 and Yoga Alliance continuing education provider, all with the Yoga Alliance. And I love anything that is related to yoga, spiritual, and then also mental and physical fitness. So in addition to working with meditation, sound, and frequency healing, I love Pilates, yoga, and strength training. In my other life that is not related to those, I also teach middle school and high school math. Just as we're getting started here, the products and information on this webinar are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. They have not been evaluated by the FDA. So your individual results may vary, and testimonials will reflect personal experiences, not typical outcomes for everyone. So always consult with a healthcare provider before any medical concerns. So what is heart coherence? So when we're looking at heart coherence, it is really that state of synchronization between our heart, our brain, and our nervous system. As we find coherence between these areas of our body, that we will start to see that these heart rhythms will influence our emotions and our overall health. There's a term called HRV. I don't have it on the slide, but it's heart rate variability. In order to be alive, we need to have heart rate variability. So if you've ever seen the EKG and if you see somebody flatline, that's when their heart rate variability goes away. So as we age and at any time in our life, we really want to keep that heart rate variability high. And one of the ways we can do that is through understanding and building our heart coherence. There are many techniques to cultivate a coherence with the heart. One of them is meditation, taking that time to slow down and really think and visualize things happening within the heart. Then there's a practice of gratitude. The more that we are grateful for things, people, events happening in our life, the more that builds our heart rhythms, and that really strengthens what our heart is doing for our body. Breathing exercises also bring awareness into our heart, into our body, help us calm down, regulate those emotions, and help find that balance, as well as visualization techniques. So as we are visualizing, we're visualizing being grateful, thanking people for being in our lives, and visualizing the love going out to the world. And with all of these techniques, Chi coil frequencies can enhance every single one of them. And that is what I've been finding when I use my Chi coil. So as you see here, I have my mini Chi coil that stays with me, except for I've been giving it to my husband recently on while he is sleeping so that he can heal some things going on in his body. So when we are working with heart coherence, it's taking some time every day for yourself to sit down, recognize the goodness in the world, being grateful, thinking about the people we love, and then we can enhance it with the vibration within our body. So when we are in a coherent state and our heart sends signals of balance and calmness to the brain, we will find calmness and emotional healing that can help us reduce our stress. It can increase our resilience. We're less likely to fly off the handle quickly. We are a little bit more calm in situations that require a balanced response. It can improve our mood. I work with middle school and high school students all day. I work on the heart coherence and balance every single morning before I go into school because I have so many energies that are around me. Then it's also deeper connection to self and others. As we start to express our gratitude and love for one another, we really start to develop that deeper connection as a community and as a whole. So, as we're talking with meditation, visualization, breathing exercises, a lot of that goes into the mental, the spiritual realm, but we can really enhance all of it with our chi coils. What chi coils do is they broadcast the electromagnetic frequencies. And this is talking about through the mobile app using the patent pending coil. But there is, in my case, I have just the mini coil. But if you look up in the upper corner there, that is our Chi Coil Max, and there is a yin and a yang coil. They're designed to clear out the negative energy away and to start to bring that positive energy into your body, into all of the cells of the body. So using the chi coils, whether it is a single mini coil, a pair of mini coils, or the max coils, you can help to really change that vibration. Our body, all of the cells in our body are vibrating at a different frequency. So as we start to bring in these frequencies of love and compassion, it helps our body develop those same emotions. So when you're using chi coils, you can connect them to your smartphone. And I actually have, let me find so for here, I connect it to my smartphone, and then it can play the frequencies through the chi coil. If I'm going just directly to the chi coil, I am not hearing the frequencies, but my body is absorbing the frequencies. If I want to, I can find a splitter and I can split it so it will go both into the chi coil and then also using it on my phone. I tend to have them in places that I don't always have the ability to listen. So I stick with doing it just through the chi coil in most instances. A little later today, I will be putting the sounds on so you can hear them through your computer because most of them are very refreshing to the body. This field, so as we go, this regulates and renews your body's biological field. There was a experiment years and years ago where they had a whole bunch of swinging pendulums, like 50 of them, and they were all swinging at a different rate. Over time, they started to swing in sync. And that's the same concept with our frequencies, that if we bring these frequencies and bring them around our body, soon our body will start to find that homeostasis in that specific frequency. I'm trying to think if I have anything else on this slide. I read this one here. The chi coil is a 3-foot radius. If you get the max, it is a wider radius, all the way up to the auras and some of the larger chi coils that we have, that you could actually have 1 or 2 of them in an entire room to help balance those energies. The specific frequencies that I will be using today for heart coherence and emotional balance, the first one is the heart chakra frequency. And I'll just play a little bit here for you, and then we'll be doing our meditation with it in a little bit. So let me find. I'm going to stop my share for just a moment so that I can get so you can be able to hear the sound. Okay, I just have to change my sound settings so that you can hear it here. And the first one I'm looking at is the heart chakra frequency. It is a 128 hertz. And here we go. So that 128 hertz helps align our heart energy center. So when we start to talk in our energy centers going down our spine, we have 7 main energy centers, and the heart is right in the middle. Typically, if you look on the screen that I had earlier, I'll bring this back up, that the heart chakra is also related to the color green. So let me bring this back up. Okay, so the heart chakra being in the middle is the color green, which is why you see the green in the background of my slides. The next frequency is sometimes known as the miracle tone. It helps with healing, harmony, and DNA repair. It is the 528 hertz frequency. And let me find one of those that I will play for you here. This is the one actually that I have been recently playing for my husband as he is healing from some issues relating to diabetes. So this is the 528 hertz. The next one that we will experience in our meditation this evening is an emotional balance frequency. And this is at the 432 hertz, and it resonates with the natural vibrations of the universe, bringing a sense of peace into the world. So my 432, here we have. So a little lower tone than the 528, but higher than that heart frequency. Prior to the early 1900s, a lot of music used to be at 432. It was changed in the early 1900s, I believe, to a 440 hertz frequency. So it is nice to get back to these natural vibrations of the universe and bring some sense of peace. The last one that we will do today is our gratitude frequency, which is the 639, and this enhances our emotional connection and can help deepen relationships with each other. So I have that one here. So out of those 4 frequencies, is there any that somebody liked better than the other ones? We go from the low of 128 all the way up to that higher one of 639. Did anybody feel like one was better than the other for them? The second one was the 528. That is one that is very, very popular. And the emotional balance one. That is one that I've recently got on my own device, was the emotional balance frequency 432. So I'm excited to start having that at night as I go to sleep. So that's the 432 cosmic. If you look at the bottom of my slide, you can see each one of the different albums or playlists that I have gotten from Chi Life. So who is ready for a meditation that is going to balance the heart and find emotion, or find your heart coherence, I should say, and balance your emotions? Okay. So my plan is to do this for about 15 to 20 minutes. I am not going to speak through a lot of it. I will speak to get you started, and then I will start to speak as I go in between the frequencies to let you know when we are moving from one to the other. So we're going to start with the balancing the heart chakra. Then from there, moving into the other frequencies that we have. So are you ready? Find a place to either sit comfortably or lie down as we prepare for our meditation with the Chi Coil frequencies. And I get out my cheat sheet here of everything that I wanted to say during the meditation. Okay, so we are starting again with that heart-centered meditation. So as you sit comfortably or lie down, take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale slowly. Take another deep breath in through your nose. In this exhale, feel the body fully relax. So as we continue with the meditation, finding that rhythmic breath will help you begin to balance the heart, brain, nervous system. It will help you find emotional balance. Feel yourself becoming more present in this moment. Shift your attention to your heart center. A warm golden light glowing in your chest, radiating love and calmness. Picturing that glowing light radiating a nice green. As you inhale, visualize this light expanding with each breath. And as you exhale, let it soften any tension or any emotional heaviness in the body. As you continue breathing, silently begin repeating a feeling-based affirmation. You may choose, I am love. I am peace. My heart is open and balanced. Or any other feeling-based, heart-based affirmation that works for you. I am love. I am peace. My heart is open and balanced. Continue to repeat that affirmation, or the one you have chosen, to yourself while we let that chakra become balanced. Feel the gentle vibration of the chi coil frequencies resonating with your heart. Allow the 528 hertz love frequency to fill your entire being, surrounding you with harmony and compassion. Heartbeat, feel gratitude. Recall a moment where you felt deep love or appreciation. Let this feeling amplify in your heart space. We will stay here with our 528 hertz for a few minutes, letting the body fully absorb the frequency. As this energy expands, imagine sending love outward to loved ones, to your community, and to the world. As we find our emotional balance frequency of 432 hertz, let your body resonate with the natural vibrations of the universe, bringing a sense of peace. As we continue to expand our energy, bringing us to the 639 hertz, continue to send love outward to loved ones, to community, and to the world. 39 hertz enhances emotional connection and deepens relationships. Place one hand on your heart, feeling the aligned, peaceful, and emotional. When you are ready, slowly begin bringing awareness back into your body. Taking a deep breath as you start to wiggle the fingers. Start to bring movement to the toes. Take your arms, reach them out overhead as you get a stretch through the body. If you're lying down, bringing yourself back to a seated position. And then bring your hands to heart center. Gaze down over the fingertips. Use this time to practice gratitude this evening, thinking of 3 things from your life today that you are grateful for. On your next inhale, let the thumb knuckles come up to the third eye, the middle of your forehead. Thank you for participating in the meditation today and being part of our webinar. I hope the meditation was great. I see Lisa put into there that she could feel her sinuses spontaneously draining. What a great use of the frequencies to help the body find repair in itself. Richard, how did it go for you?
So I kind of got in late, but that's okay. So I'm interested in this heart rate variability. Like I think they call it heart math. Okay. So I bought a device to kind of work on that. I would try and I would try and I could never really, I never could consistently do very well. I thought it was cool because my background was in biofeedback, and I said, "Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly what this is." But I don't know. I guess I get a feeling it's something about my personality. Like I think there's a part of me that really can't just let go, and is wanting to. I don't know. Wants to compete about doing something, but it's not a competition, and it's like I don't know what's going on with me. I think it's so. Anyway, I have my coils and everything, and I gotta say I love my coils. Uh, what I'm running right now, it's coils because I'm a little concerned that my esophageal cancer may be coming back. And I've noticed it's getting a little more challenging to swallow. So I've had, I don't know, I've had cancers.
So if you keep using the coils, I think that is probably helping you a lot. I know with watching for heart rate variability.
Yeah. So
Uh,
how does it work exactly? What frequencies do you use for that? Like,
so I
are they
really
low,
like,
low frequencies?
yeah, I really like the heart balancing frequencies, the ones that come with the chakra balancing. So for me, the chakra balancing and the solfeggio 528 have been my two favorite ones.
Okay, 528. I know that one.
Yep, 528, the solfeggio, and a couple others that I have been working with are the 432. So
Okay.
that one, but then I am also working on a manifestation end too. So I bring 778 and 888 into my life too recently.
So
Yes.
what was that I was listening to? It was probably one of the last couple frequencies, in this last session you did when I first kind of tuned in.
Okay. So
Yeah,
in this last
yeah,
session, I ended with, so the very last one when we were coming out of the meditation, we were with the heart chakra frequency of 128.
yeah.
Just prior to that was the 432 cosmic frequency, which is finding the nature's balance. The highest
Okay.
frequency we had was 639 for emotional relationships. And then we also did the 528 frequency, the DNA repair and the heart repair. So, yes.
Can you send me Jupiter? Can you send me a list?
Sure, I can put the list out there in chat. Let me pull it up. And then I can also, let me see if I can get this to share. But these are the ones that I have put in there. So we have 128. I'll put it into chat.
Right.
Okay, so I've done the 128 heart chakra. We did the solfeggio 528. And we also did, let me make sure I have this, the 432 cosmic frequency. And the last one was the relationships and that's also solfeggio 639, which is connecting. So those are the ones used today, and those are the ones very specific around the heart. And it looks like there's been a number of opportunities for people where we've had some sinuses spontaneously draining, helped after feeling a little out of balance all day. And I totally forgot to check what the Schumann was doing. But Helena, I also felt that out of balance walking wonkiness all day too. So it's feeling good to come back down a little bit. Your back feels better, Keisha. Thank you. Thank you for listening, John. The next session is there's going to be a session at 12 Pacific on March 6th. My next session for the meditations will be on March 27th at the same time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for talking about the Venus retrograde. I totally forgot that was coming up. I've been focused on some other things, not as much into what's happening in the cosmos recently, but my body's reminding me. I do not know of any frequency combinations to use with HemiSync. I can look it up and see if I have any that will work with that. If you want to, you can send me a message with a way to contact you, and I can get some information back on the HemiSync for you, Lisa. Did anybody else have any experiences they would like to share? Did you see them in the chat? If not, Richard, let me see. I can actually, let me bring up my share again, and I will go back to the slide that has them on.
You can see them in the chat. I mean, maybe they were there. I just didn't see them.
Okay, if not, here's, and actually, if you want to take a screenshot of this.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It
No
also
idea.
shows you in the Chi Life store where, what the images look like for them.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for attending today. You can feel free to take yourself, go ahead and take yourself. Keisha.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. How many frequencies? I see tonight you ran 4 frequency at one time. Can you do all of the frequencies at one time, like the Schulemans and the 128, how many frequencies can you do per day?
I believe the number is between 2 to 4 per day. You
Okay.
can do more, but then they start to become less effective.
Okay.
So it was either 2 to 4 or 3 to 5, but it was in that range where you don't want to overburden the number of frequencies you're working on. Like I said, my webinar for next month is going to be around energy. Let me get the actual title here. It is going to be Energy Growth and Transformation. I've done chakra balancing webinars. I have done balancing your life, Chi Coil meditations. Do you like the meditation format? Go ahead, Eliana. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So my question was, I know there's different frequency hertz, but let's say you're doing a focus meditation and for instance, a DNA activation. And so when you go under the 10,000 right frequencies, they'll have different ones for DNA. And there might be 2 or 3 different frequencies. Would that be okay to do collectively together, like back to back?
That should be okay collectively, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you're trying to heal too many body parts at one time, like if you're staying focused in one area versus trying to do the overall body, like let me do 15 and see if I can just feel better, I think at that time they start to lose their effectiveness.
Okay, got it.
So, some of these frequencies, some of the Schumann and some of the others, they may have let's say 10 or 15 variants, right?
Yep.
And you can have it one, or you can skip around, or you can shuffle them. So I go, well, how do I know which one do I want to play? I mean, I'm sure some are more effective than others. I mean, what would be the normal ratios that the Earth would have if they're going to be duplicating Earth? What would be the normal frequencies? And I have no idea. I mean, how do I pick which one? And so you're a little overwhelmed because there are so many options, so many choices, and even the basic ones, soothe 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which do I pick? But and I love it. I mean, the first one, I think it's maybe the most popular, whatever. That's the one I use a lot. It really does. It works great for muscle pain. But it's like, well, I don't know. On what basis do we decide what is a 1, 2, 3, or 4? And because if you use a little stainless steel thing, it's not related to whether it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mean, you may say 1 and halfway in, put the little ball bounce around a lot, so there's a lot of action that whatever that frequency is. But it's not related to what the numbers are or anything like that. So, I mean, I think that's it. I get a little overwhelmed by the numbers, and I don't know what they really mean. I mean, I guess they mean different frequencies, but it's just amazing. There's so many. I mean, it's just make it easy, make it simple.
So what I would do is I would test one frequency for a while and see how you feel. So even when you start to look, I don't know if you noticed on the second to the last one I did, I actually changed because I started off with the 528 square trance, and I just felt it being a little bit too strong for the energy that I was feeling with the group. So I took it off the trance, and then I went down to the square, and that brought the intensity down a little bit. I still felt it was a little bit high, so then I went to the basic sine because I felt that the sine frequency was really what everybody was feeling and had a better reaction with.
That's amazing. I mean, you can actually feel it. I cannot feel those kinds of things. Those subtle energies like that. I do not have any sensitivity for that.
And the more that you do your meditations and the more that you listen into your own heart, the more that you will be able to start feeling how your body reacts to it. Yes.
I'm sure that's right. Yeah. That's just how my body's been so damaged by so many medications, my issues. Yeah. So I'm so grateful I'm even here. It's amazing that I am here. Go ahead.
If you are looking at, really healing the body, the one that we had was the Solfeggio 528. That one is a really good one for healing.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome. And before I found the Chi Coil frequencies, I don't have a 528 crystal bowl, but I was going to get a 528 crystal bowl. But now that I have the Chi Coil frequencies, I don't know if I need one. Ooh.
So I'm about to, there's a company called 528 Innovations, okay? And they have a laser that it's not an LED, it's an actual laser. It's a special class that is able to penetrate deep within any part of your body. It's unique in that it doesn't heat up the tissue, but it's able to give a charge. So it can be in the brain or whatever, and they're able to do miraculous things in terms of revitalizing tissue that normally has trouble maintaining a charge. But anyway, I ordered one of these devices because I need to stimulate my lungs somehow to reactivate them. And there's no guarantees, but I'm running all kind of frequencies, and anything I can do to possibly rejuvenate that tissue. And light is nothing but waves as well, photons. And getting in a charge, that's what you need to do to get the mitochondria going. Is get the charge. So we'll see. That's it too. I run a lot of frequencies for my lungs to try to. I think one was. I was just thinking, things to improve lung function, but Bohr suggested I try oxygenate, and sure enough, there is one, a right frequency for oxygenate. So, thought that was a good idea. Someone else suggested that perhaps with my history of cancer, I need to show myself more love. That probably unresolved issues that I hadn't really dealt with, that I needed to be more appreciative of myself. I thought that was probably a good point too. So a lot of damage, a lot of it self-inflicted, I'm sure, but it is what it is. So loving myself more would probably be a good thing.
Yeah. I think it will be good, and really spending the time, exploring each one individually and seeing how they work will be very beneficial for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joy. Helena had a question there about that she has all of the ultimate frequencies bunched into one track, into universal abundance. A lot of the abundance frequencies are working on the same area, and also they are more quantum frequencies. So they're working on not only your mental, but your supramental. So they're working, I think you should be okay, as they have multiple ones they put together on purpose that work well together. Wendy, you asked the difference between Rife and quantum. Rife is more of your one-dimensional frequencies. The Rife is really looking at certain cell structures and finding the frequencies there. Quantum frequencies are looking at more multi-dimensional frequencies. So we're working on the physical, the vital, the mental, and the supramental bodies all at the same time in the quantum frequencies. So a little bit deeper in that. Yes, when you start to see some of the bundles coming together, they're really put together in ways that they're meant to work together. Like even when I come to my chakra balancing, if I want to do a full body balance, that does end up to be 7 different frequencies, but I'm focusing on the entire spine and working on just those energy chakras. At the same time, I'm not throwing in a dental frequency and a different type of other frequency into the mix. I'm really focusing on the chakras at that time. I appreciate everybody staying and giving me your insights and how the meditation went. So are you interested in the energy growth and transformation coming at the end of next month?
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Very good. I look forward to seeing you then too. So mark your calendars for the same time on Thursday, March 27th, to come and see me again. And we'll have a meditation and talk about the frequencies for energy growth and finding personal transformation. Yes, and if you see that we just put into the chat for us, join our growing community at Chi Life. So you can stay connected with our Facebook page. You can find the Chi Life Academy that has all sorts of information and communities. And I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. I appreciate you coming tonight. Thank you.